You have done investment banking operation, no?
Yes, sir.
And from investment banking, suddenly landing in a group D job. What is the rationality? Investment banking is a lucrative career, no?
Yes, sir.
And they are most of the high-paid personals in the financial sector. So why this sudden jump from investment banking to a group B job? Right now you are assistant section officer. Yes, please.
Sir, actually I had an interest during my engineering and after that I did my certification over Mumbai, at Mumbai. But then I found out that this is not what I was looking for in my life. Certainly I wanted to contribute to the society. So that is the reason why I came to Mumbai to I came to Bhubaneswar to start preparing for civil services examinations. But sir, in the last few OCS examinations, I was not qualified. I was not qualified for the exam. So I gave the ASO exam and selected for it, and then I joined it.
Okay. You have done investment banking, but I think that is not a bad career option, you know, investment banking, and you can also contribute to economy on a larger scale. Might be you might be staying here. It is better if you stay in India, or you can go outside also. And okay, it is only because of your interest.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, tell me what are credit rating agencies?
Sir, credit rating agencies, they are basically private agencies. Sir, they provide the ratings to the companies, those who have been publicly, those who have gone public. Like these kind of companies where these shares will be available. So we can find out their credit ratings, as well as in the foreign markets. So these credit rating agencies such as Moody's and as well as S&P, so they provide ratings to the Indian debentures or government securities.
Okay, so don't you think that while giving ratings, they are biased towards India?
Uh, uh,
I mean, say biased against India.
Sir, I don't think so, sir, because they work in a neutral manner, I believe. So,
Okay.
I don't.
What are the impact of those credit rating agencies?
Sir, if they provide good ratings, then the bond will yield low, and their demand will be high. And if they means give a very low credit rating, so their yield will be higher and the demand will be less.
Okay, demand, all these things are setting all these things aside. How do you explain a common man about the impact of credit rating on Indian economy?
Sir, if the credit rating is provides good ratings to the Indian government securities, then the common man will believe that the government is doing great in economic field, and it is not going to be bankrupt in the near future. So I believe that and these common men, they can buy a loan at a lower price, I believe.
Okay, so it provides stability to the economy. It provides a you can say perception of stability to the economy.
Yes.
And it promotes investment also. Okay, so what was the reason of subprime crisis in 2008?
Sir, the reason was, I believe, sir, the loan that was being provided by these investment banks to the people, they do not have the ability to repay the loans, and that is the reason why they kept on providing loans. And in those time, there was a dot-com boost, so that means the economy was growing, and they believe that people have the money to repay the loans, but it didn't actually happen.
Okay, okay. It is a cycle, you know. 2008. Now also US economy is facing recession.
Not to certain extent, I believe. So because the US government has credibility, that means they have in their federal banks, they have the money. I believe that they can do the things.
Okay, but why, in spite the global economic slowdown,
Yes.
you are an investment banker. So, in spite of global economic slowdown, why India is a bright spot in the world? The recent growth rate of India, you know,
Yes,
is
sir.
nearly about 8%.
7 to
So,
8%.
yes, yes. So why it is the right spot? What are the basic reasons of a strong structural economic foundation?
Sir, I believe that our agriculture is growing in a better manner, like 4% every year. First thing is this, sir, our internal demand is high. That means that people can sustain, that means our economy can sustain itself without much depending on the foreign markets or foreign economy. And third thing, I believe that our economy is growing better because of better ease of doing business environment that the current government is doing. So I believe these are some of the reasons.
So you are saying that regulatory hurdles are being clear.
Yes, sir, to some extent.
Okay. Okay, fine. So tell me that what sector India should focus on to leverage the currently higher economic growth?
Sir, currently the service sector is providing maximum to the GDP around more than 50%. But I believe that our manufacturing sector, which comes under the second manufacturing sector, sir, it is not providing as much to the economy, and the government is doing is focusing on increasing the contribution of manufacturing sector to this GDP. So that basically the government is focusing on skill development as well as make in India and better business environment. So I believe
what are the role of states? Okay, the state central government is doing. Okay, what are the role of the states?
Sir, basically the state government can provide land at a token price, very minimal price, and they can also give better infrastructure to the companies, such as roads, electricity, and other infrastructure facilities, so that they can be the companies can be lured to invest in our means any state.
Any such step taken in Odisha?
Sir, Make in Odisha initiative done by the government. Second, that sir, SEZ facilities are being provided by the
SEZ. Can you name a few example of special economic zone in Odisha?
Sir, Odisha there is in Kadinganagar, there is in Jajpur district there is an SEZ. In Mancheswara, Bhubaneswar there is an SEZ. So these things.
Okay. So we have Odisha is also now trying its level best to attract manufacturing sector also and IT sector also.
Yes.
Okay. So what initiative the government of Odisha has taken to provide base to the service sector, to particularly to the IT? Can you name a few initiatives by Odisha?
Sorry, sir, I can.
Okay. We have InfoCity where the top IT giants like Infosys, TCS, right now Accenture also has established its office in Odisha. Okay, fine. So tell me few things Odisha has done fast in the country.
Sir, first thing that comes to my mind is Odisha Millet Mission, which is
Millet Mission.
Second
First
thing,
of its kind. Okay.
first of its kind.
Okay. Any more?
Second, so second, if I'm not wrong, that urban mobility initiatives.
Urban mobility. Okay. Have you heard? You are from which district?
Sir, I am from Kendrapada.
Have you heard of Sattavaya?
Yes, sir.
But why that is infamous?
Sir, that is infamous because the sea has eroded much of the land and many people have migrated into hinterlands.
Okay, so in Sattavaya, Odisha government has done one initiative where it is one of its kind in India, the first in India.
Yes, sir.
That is
Embankment.
the resettlement of climate displaced refugees.
Resettlement, okay, sir.
Okay. And particularly it is being implemented in Sattavaya. Okay, so the people who have been displaced by those sea encroaching upon the land, okay, they have been resettlement colony. That is one of its kind in Odisha. And 5T also you can say that it is one of its kind, and it is acclaimed by Niti Aayog. And When after 1999 cyclone, Odisha established disaster management authority.
Yes,
when
sir.
it was not there
In India. Yes.
Okay. Fine. Who was Guru of Vivekananda?
Sir Ramakrishna Paramahansa.
Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Okay. Okay. Ramakrishna Paramahansa. What was the teaching of Ramakrishna Paramahansa?
Sir, sorry, sir, I can.
What are the teaching of Vivekananda?
Sir, Vivekananda taught about that there should be a balance between materialism as well as this spiritualism. So,
Did Vivekananda reject the Western education?
no, sir, he didn't reject.
So what actually he was talking about?
Uh, Sir, he talked about that we must learn the best thing from the Western education and do not particularly reject that.
The best thing from the West also should be there. Okay. So you have studied metallurgical engineering. So what are the major minerals Odisha is a producer of?
So the major minerals include chromite, then nickel, then bauxite, then iron ore, and then coal.
Okay. The location of coal reserves in Odisha?
So there are two locations. First is Eve Basin of Jharsuguda. Second is Talcher of Brahmani.
Okay, very good. Location of chromite in Odisha?
Chromite, sir, if I am not wrong, then may I guess it?
No, chromite is a very common location.
So it is in Jajpur.
Jajpur. The name of the mine is?
Sir, ferrochrome.
Sukinda mines.
Sukinda mines.
You got chromite. Okay. Okay. What special thing you note in TED Talks?
Sir, basically the veterans or those who have experience in their fields, they come to the stage and they provide their life experiences and how to. I get motivated by listening to their talks.
Okay. If right now India is embarking on a path of clean energy.
Yes, sir.
We have taken some pledge regarding clean energy. So, what are the initiatives that government of Odisha to particular launched to harness the clean energy?
Sir, the government of Odisha, especially the Tata Power Central Odisha Limited, Distribution Limited, sir, it is providing incentives to install the solar panels. Second thing is, sir, recently the Konark NSE, it has become the net zero NSE. It is a kind of fast of its kind. And third is, sir, the government is, I believe that providing better opportunities for foreign investors to come to Odisha. For example, recently green ammonia plant has been established.
What is Saura Jal Nidhi?
Sir, Saura Jal Nidhi, it is a scheme by the government of Odisha where they provide solar panels to the farmers in a lower price so that they can irrigate their land. What I have.
Okay. Do you know what is ORIDA?
Sir,
OREDA?
Sir, Odisha Renewable Energy Development Agency.
Very good. ORIDA. Odisha Renewable Energy Development Agency. Okay, this is the age of AI, yes, artificial intelligence. Who is Sam Altman?
Sir, Sam Altman is the founder of ChatGPT, which is now merged with Microsoft.
Microsoft. Okay. Any similar initiative taken for India to be particular?
Initiatives by the India.
Initiative similar to that, like ChatGPT. Are we developing something indigenous like ChatGPT?
Sorry, sir, I cannot.
Have you heard of Bharat GPT?
No, sir.
No. It is being developed by Reliance Jio. Bharat GPT. India's own indigenous AI platform with 14 plus indigenous languages. Reliance Jio is developing Bharat GPT. Okay.
So you will join in any municipal corporation. So you are living in.
Sir, right now I am living in Bhubaneswar for the last 23-24 years.
So what are the problems you see towards those illegal enroachments
Yes, sir.
and how they are being solved?
Uh, Sir, basically, sir, there are illegal encroachments we find in Bhubaneswar. For example, sir, the migrated people, they are coming to the cities, to the capital, and they want to have their livelihood. So basically, they encroach the wetlands of the city as well as the main prominent areas, which is government lands. And the solution lies in, so recently the government has come up with Jaga Mission. So the government is providing land ownership title to the slum dwellers, as well as if that area is more prominent, then the government is relocating them to other places which is nearby. Sir, I believe.
But land ownership title to urban slum,
Yes.
that is also one of the first in
Yes, sir.
India.
India, you should remember.
I said, tell you, if you will give land somewhere to those slum dwellers and they are not willing to leave the city, the whole area now,
They have settled. Somehow
now,
they have settled.
they are not willing to leave that place. So how will you convince them? You will be posted in urban area.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how will you convince them?
Sir, first I believe that I will try to convince them to locate there, because this is the one of the most prominent land, and it should be used by the government to do various initiatives. But I believe if they do not like relocate, then I will certainly use law and order.
Right? From the very first time you will use law and order.
Sir, I believe that first I will try to convince them using behavioral, I would say.
You see, if that would have been the case, then the Sally Asari would be there for since long. Okay.
Yes.
If in the very first instance government will use law and order to evict them, okay, forcibly,
Yes.
that is not the solution. Okay.
No, sir.
They are on strike since last 2 years,
Yes.
and the road is half constructed.
Yes.
So the thing is that why they are not doing, because they are getting economic opportunity here.
Yes.
If they would go to periphery, they might not get some economic opportunities now.
Yes.
So that is a complex issue. Na?
Yes.
You cannot just convince them, and if they are not convinced, you will just evict them. Okay, please.
Then most common problem faced by PRIs
Yes.
and how it is being improved gradually.
Yes, very good question.
Sir, I believe that the government has taken various initiatives such as focusing on SAG's women empowerment. So so the basic problem that lies in the PRI is that the Pati Panchayat, it is being solved. And secondly, infrastructure. The government has come up with Ama Odisha, Nabin Odisha initiative, where they have been improving infrastructure of various villages, almost all the villages across Odisha. And third is the government also provides basic training to those who have been selected. So I believe that elected.
So now you are hearing a lot about the measure was about Mission Shakti.
Yes, sir.
So what is that whole thing, and how really are the women being empowered?
Yes, really, women being empowered by something. What do you mean?
We are seeing a kind of thing, but in reality there is another kind of thing. So how you see those things?
Yes, don't you think that the Mission Shakti, the environment which is created around Mission Shakti, is really empowering the women at a grassroots level, or it is being
Just a hype.
how?
No, sir. The government is doing great in this field. The Mission Shakti is an initiative by the government which is started in the year 2002, and today there is a separate department regarding Mission Shakti. And Mission Shakti basically provides training facilities to the women, as well as provides them credit to the women, and also the government is creating infrastructure like Nissan Shakti Gruha, and regarding the marketing initiatives, OMAS is also helping them. So I believe that if we are living in Bhubaneswar, we see there are so much fair in Bhubaneswar that there are many women of many cooperatives as well as SHGs. They came and they sell their products, and basically we see them, they are empowered.
Okay, you see, you are staying in Bhubaneswar, but when you go to rural areas, okay, the money that is being provided from Mission City,
Yes, sir.
they are not using that for any economic activities. They are being used for lending purpose, interest, to get interest. So how do you solve that? Don't you think that we need a psychological change that money is not needs to be used for generating economic activities rather than lending for lending and getting interest? How do you solve that issue?
Sir, I believe that they do not aware about the skill training that is provided by the government. So I believe that if we can provide them skill training, I believe they will even they won't be doing the lending activity instead.
Only training won't suffice. You have to show them example.
Yes, sir.
See, such and such SAG is giving so much
You have to
money.
give some good concrete examples.
Example.
Yes, sir.
So
How
you
they
show
have
them.
succeeded.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. And you told about wetlands.
Yes, sir.
What do you think that we are losing wetlands fast in Bhubaneswar?
I believe that, sir, recently the government is trying to, I would say that the government is trying to recover the wetlands, such as recently the Nico Park has been, I would say that renovated, and sorry, sir, I could not.
Okay. You know, encroaching on the wetland has been a constant feature in urban expansion. Okay,
Yes.
they are encroaching on the wetlands, and because of that, groundwater level is also depleting very fast. Na?
Yes, sir.
That is there. Okay, and another thing is that tell me the typical location of Odisha. Okay, it is advantageous for many things. Are you really being getting those advantages, or are you really exploring those advantages? Any advantages, the particular location of Odisha, locational advantage of Odisha, how it will help in growing up certain industries or establishment certain industry?
Sir, geographically, Odisha is situated in the eastern part of India. It is sir, it is situated in the peninsular part of India, and the Eastern Ghat lies bisects the Odisha. So, and these these areas are blessed with minerals. So, I believe that if the government provides better opportunities for the
Okay, and about coastal?
sir, coastal Odisha, sir, as we know that Odisha, there are 6 rivers that the hexadeltaic plain that we see. Sir, if the agricultural, basically, if we focus more on agriculture, then we can definitely help. It will help in also manufacturing as well as service sector.
About fishing?
Yes, sir.
Fishing is
Yes, sir. Blue economy. Sir, the 484-kilometer coastline, it also provides better opportunities for Odisha to exploit, or I would say to exploit the.
What is exclusive economic zone?
Sir, exclusive economic zone is 200 nautical miles from the coastal areas.
What are polymetallic nodules?
Sir, the polymetallic nodules basically the nickel as well as the ferrous, I would say. Sorry, sir, I could not recollect right now.
Okay,
But,
do you find any rare earth mineral in Odisha?
yes, sir. In Chhatrapur district, in that area, in the beach, sir, we find monazite sands.
What are the use of rare earth minerals?
Sir, basically rare earth minerals used for nuclear related use.
Only nuclear?
Sorry,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, fine. So, what is the percentage of tribal population in Odisha?
Sir, around, if I'm not wrong, 11%. 11 or 22. Sorry.
Okay, fine. What is PESA Act?
Sir, PESA stands for Panchayat Extension to Scheduled Areas. Sir, in our country there are 10 tribal states. Basically, the 73rd Amendment Act will not directly be applied to these 10 states, and Odisha is one among them. PESA is I would say that it is an act which would enable to have rural government in Panchayati Raj in these states.
Okay. Last few questions for you. First, if you will be a chief executive officer of municipality.
Yes.
Okay. You have been staying in urban areas since last 20-25 years. So you might have been seeing the major problems in the urban areas. Okay. What are your 5 priority areas?
Sir, my first priority areas would be connectivity.
Connectivity, okay.
Sir, because urban mobility is the major thing that is required, because today we see that the climate change is a reality, and if we want to reduce the carbon emissions, then urban mobility is the most required thing.
Very good. Next.
Second thing is, sir, the afforestation, because in urban areas we find out that in the name of beautification, sir, the government, I would say that it is cutting down the trees, and Bhubaneswar especially, it is I would say that it is a curse that Bhubaneswar is experiencing many cyclones in the past. So I believe that afforestation is required.
Okay.
Sir, third thing I would say that wetlands renovation is also required. Fourth is sir, I would say that the capital, the city's capital must be. Sorry, sir, I could not recollect.
You are forgetting security aspect of women and
Yes.
elderly. You know, snatching activities
Yeah.
are on rise in
Yes.
Bhubaneswar.
Yes, sir.
During morning walks, during parks, visiting of parks or malls. Okay.
Also cruelty to women.
Yes,
Right.
that is one aspect. Na? And okay, next slum, regarding slum.
Yes.
Sir, I believe that what the government is doing.
That is enough. Okay, fine. Tell me last question. When Chaitanya came to Odisha,
Yes.
who was the king here?
Sir, exactly I cannot remember, but it was in the 15th century. So I believe that the Imperial Ganges. No, sir, no, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
okay.
they were.
Okay. Who are the Panchasakha of Odisha?
Sir, there are two Panchasakha period. One is
Okay, in the time of Chaitanya.
okay, sir. Jagannath Das, Balaram Das, Achyutananda Das. Then sorry, sir, I could not recollect.
Okay, fine. Any more questions you want to ask regarding your interview?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Your interview is over.